If you or a loved one has had thoughts of self-harm, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255 or visit suicidepreventionlifeline.org.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. With your esteemed hosts, Jim Vicious.
Like when we got there, she was on cam, and then we were on cam, and chat's like, they're there, you know?
And Tyler Fudge.
I wonder what the small talk was. What you been up to? Oh, beating off. What did you do? Yes, same.
Suplex City Limits.
Welcome, thank you for downloading episode 392 of Suplex City Limits, recorded live on YouTube October 14th, 16th, 2022. I keep coming back because I'm a man, damn it. It's your boy, the king of bong style, Jim Vicious, and he's the poutine playboy, the maple syrup masturbator, the Canadian bacon destroyer, my co-host.
If you play your cards right, I could be your man, and I could spread my gravy all over your fucking inner thighs. Thank you very much. My name is Tyler. Bring the gravy fudge.
Spread like gravy on your inner thighs. Jesus.
That's what happens when you fuck with the poutine playboy, baby.
Suplex City Limits, available for listening where fine podcasts are found. Follow and interact with me on Twitter at Suplex City Limit. Follow Tyler at The Federation. If you like the show, consider supporting it by picking up a t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees. You can also donate on Patreon, become a producer, get a shout-out like bad motherfuckers. Justin, Dinosaur Dig Daily, Evil Evan, B-Rad Brad, Scotty Too Hottie, Scotty Doesn't Know, whoa. Lucas Gucci Belducci, the Smack It Down podcast. Check them out. Caleb, you should see the size of his Oregon Field, Morganfield. Kick-Ass Keith Martin, and the Roach Killer, Chris Savage. This week on the show, we're talking Dynamite, the return of Bray Wyatt. What else we got? Top three.
Top three. We got the tiniest news segment known to man. It's going to be a regular show, a good show, but regular show.
There you go. Shit. Shout out up front to our boys Gorgatron for the intro song. Check them out. Going on tour nationwide. Coming up in October through November with Pyrexia. Also, shout out to our boys Mitch, Electric Downfall, for the music you hear before the show starts. Keep an ear out for an out-of-context quote to become the title of the show. Last week was, I know what Jerry Lawler had for breakfast. It was 16-year-old girl's pussy.
Yes.
Probably 14-year-old girl pussy, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. Very possible. It didn't have any age marks on it, let's put it that way.
There's no age marks.
I don't know. Does meat have any age marks?
I don't know what you mean by that, but
I don't know. You know how trees have the rings, right?
oh yeah.
You know, maybe meat has some kind of defining signature that you could see. I don't know though.
Well, there you go. Chicken does. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Chad.
Gross.
There's a lot of wrestling pods out there, but only one with a live around the world smoke session. Hit the song. Light the blunt. Let's go.
Let's fucking do it. Okay, see if my lungs have gotten any better.
You've had a cold or lung issues for a week. My back has been out for a week.
Oh,
What
dude,
the fuck's going on?
we are the pinnacle of health. Really, truly. Like, there's nobody in podcasting more healthier than you and I. Fuck.
Just imagine having your back and balls hurt for like a week.
Oh, Wait, your balls
So-
hurt too?
Yeah, dude. I don't know if this is a common thing, but when my lower back is fucked, it hurts in my balls too.
Okay.
Like they're connected.
That's fair. I mean, it is close to your fulcrum,
Yeah.
right?
I've been putting a heating pad on my back. I'm thinking about putting it on my balls.
Oh, dude, imagine the Eastern cabbage fucking soup you'll smell like then. Body.
They should probably shoot a lot of gravy if they were all warmed up like that, you know?
You know what? It probably would. I wonder, would it make the coom hotter? You know what? Coom. This is a more pleasant way to say it. You know, cum just sounds so nasty. But if I say coom,
Sounds a little more refined, a
it
little
does,
more
doesn't
upscale.
it? Exactly. It's like I'm from France or something. You know, give me
You're
some
back
coom.
there, like, excuse me, miss, where would you like me to place the coom?
Exactly.
That's fucking tremendous. Let's get into this shit. As we do every week with this week's SCL Top 3.
Suplex City Limits Top 3.
Suplex City Limits Top 3, our top 3 matches of the week. Send it over to Tyler Fudge for number 3.
Well, let's see. This week, a little bit of a slow week in every aspect. But number 3 will be I guess is he Jungle Boy or is he Jack Perry now? Against
Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
I feel like they're trying to get away from the Jungle Boy name. Hey, like is that what that is?
I think that's not a bad idea.
I don't think it is either. Well, at some point, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be stuck like the Backstreet Boys, you know, being 40 years old. You know, just hanging
think
out with the boys.
Jungle Jack Perry is fine. You could keep the jungle. The boy part is the kind of part of the problem.
That's true. That's very true, actually. Because, I mean, he's no longer a Jungle Boy, you know, with that Anna J, you know what I'm saying? But
Jungle Man.
Jungle Man. He's a man. But no, this match, it screamed two guys that have known each other forever. You know, just how these guys can work together. And many times during this match, there were things being pulled out, especially on Luchasaurus' side, that I was just like, God damn, this motherfucker is like, this is the match that we needed to see from him like a year ago. You know, when he was kind of floundering around, you know, after his injury. But
Right.
it's very exciting. He takes Jungle Boy's shit so well. I was very surprised by the end, though.
Yeah, that's you know, he wins off interference from Christian, which I was like, unless you're building to a cage match, I don't.
Christian,
I guess they're building to a Christian eventually, but I feel like he's got to beat Luchasaurus too. So I don't know.
I would imagine he's going to beat Luchasaurus at some point in time. But what this really makes me think is that Christian's injury is worse than they thought. And now they're just trying to prolong this story. So, I mean, it's been going on for so long, though. I don't think that's a good idea.
It's not much of a. I mean, it's not much to me anymore. It's like, okay, it was cool, but like, how long are we gonna wait for this thing?
To me, even though Christian was injured at All Out, they should have just still had Jungle Boy beat him. That's my opinion. And at least you had that. And if you wanted to come back to it, you can, but at least that capped off what he's doing. Because really, I feel like all this is going to do is slow down any momentum he had. You know what I mean?
I thought for sure he was gonna beat Luchasaurus here.
Yeah, me too. But nope, did not. Luchasaurus picks up the win, and but a great match nonetheless, though.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. Very good shit. Back and forth. So
Yeah,
not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Good opener.
Yeah. Number 2.
Number 2 would be the third match between Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson. I wish this match could have had a little bit more time in between the 3 different ones, because I feel like all we're getting all the time is Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson. But nonetheless, the match is still good. I really liked how Jericho teased with the Judas. And it was like, nah, fuck you, Canada. Here's White Zombie. I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. Fuck the Canadians.
Yeah, but he let him fuck. I mean, they just did it.
They just
After,
sang
like,
anyway.
yeah, once the match started, they're just like, "Fuck you, we're gonna sing this
We're
song."
gonna sing it. I'm sure that
We
tickles
came here
them on the
to
inside.
sing the song.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I will say the Toronto fans weren't as dead as fans that have been there in the past few weeks. It was good to see. It really made me be like, man, I wish I was there. But I mean, it's Toronto. It's so fucking far away. It's like, it's Canada, though. You know, it's not that bad. And you just look, and it's just like, no, Canada's so goddamn big, vast,
Yeah, it is.
and meaty.
It's okay. Covered in fucking gravy.
Covered in gravy coom.
That was good. You know, he had to retain here, so going into it, like, oh, he's gonna beat fucking Danielson again.
Yeah.
And they, of course, do it off some shenanigans. So
Yeah. Which is why it's number 2. It's every their first match was fine. Their second match at Grand Slam was much better. This match, I don't even know really where to place it. You know what I mean? Is it between 1 and 2? Is it before 1? It's definitely not better than 2.
no, yeah, it's a good question. Definitely not better than 2.
No. Definitely not. Where do you think they're going with this quasi Bryan Danielson losing streak?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be an official thing. I think they're just doing it. But yeah, it's interesting how much it's happening.
Yeah, and now you're going from Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson for the ROH World Title to Chris Jericho versus Dalton Castle for the ROH World Title. So
is that happening?
Yeah, actually on Rampage, Chris Jericho and the JAS were chatting in the ring, and all of a sudden Dalton Castle's music plays, and it's like,
nice.
Oh God. I'm interested in it. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm just like waiting. I want to see him dig up some interesting former Ring of Honor champions.
Let's see.
You know,
well, we had the one we were talking about last week, Nigel.
Yeah.
There's, you could do, I guess, low key. Was he ROH World Champion?
I'm looking it up here, but you can't put low key on live TV somewhere.
No, you can't. You can't. Well, they just hired a former ROH World Champion that they could do.
Who's that?
Matt Taven. Did you see that? Did you see that the Matt Taven and Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis showed up on Rampage on Friday?
Dude,
how
what the
fucking
fuck?
sad is that?
Yeah.
Travis texted me we were going to watch Rampage. He's like, hey man, just so you know, Matt Taven debuts on Rampage. I don't really want to watch it. I was like, deal.
You skipped the whole show. That's so much go away heat. Fucking heck is good.
I was like, are you fucking
I don't
serious,
know. Adam Cole needs a new group.
Dude, Adam Cole needs a new fucking brain.
Jesus.
He does. What, is the report that came out this week is that Adam Cole is still sidelined due to concussion, and it's a much worse concussion than they ever thought, and that it's up in the air whether or not he's ever going to return. So,
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Bennett and fucking Taven. What in the fuck? No, thank you, sir.
But I will say, that might be a tolerable way to have them there, though, is to have them with Adam Cole. I will agree with you there.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Anyway, Low Key was the first ever Ring of Honor champion.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. Low Key, Xavier, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries. We're not bringing him back. No. Punk, James Gibson, Danielson, Homicide, Morishima, Nigel, Jerry Lynn. They're not coming back.
Well, he's there.
Tyler Black. Maybe Tyler Black, huh? Roderick Strong, Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards, Steen. Yeah, I mean, those would work. Cole, Elgin. I don't know. And then you get into the more modern era, so I mean, there really haven't been that many champions in Ring of Honor over since 2002. It's not a very long list, actually.
I think there's something like 37 or something.
Yeah, there's not a lot. I got disconnected from chat. Fuck you, YouTube. Anyway,
It's it's there's not a whole lot of great names there to use. There's great names. Don't get me wrong. But it's more or less they're in WWE now.
Like, I don't see Paul London in this list, but yeah, Homicide and Jericho, that'd be cool.
I think. Well, AJ Styles was ROH champion at one point in time, wasn't he?
Not that I saw on this list here.
No. Paul London did have a match against somebody for ROH World Championship. I believe we covered it for the Federation during our Volume 3. Volume 4? Volume 4.
Yeah.
Volume 4 that's uploading to Patreon now. So if you go to the Federation's Patreon, you can get that there right now for $5. So.
I mean, you have a lot of year-long runs here, you know. Nigel McGuinness was Ring of Honor champion for 2 years. Almost. Dropped it to Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
go look at a WWE,
lineage.
Championship history, and it'll be like all these fucking flash in the pans that you forgot about.
Yeah, Jax Swagger. We almost got missed.
By days held, Samoa Joe held it for 645, Nigel McGuinness 545, Roosh 498, Danielson 462. So from there, yeah, Lethal Steen, I guess Davey Richards.
Yeah, I don't it wouldn't pop any kind of. I mean, none of the ROH champions are really going to pop a rating, really. I guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
I like the story. I like the idea that he's shitting on Ring of Honor and doing this whole thing. And it's actually one of my favorite things kind of going on their show.
But I don't know if this is real or if this is like some fever dream that B-Rad Brad is having, but he said the Jericho Cruise is having a mini 4-man tournament. The winner faces Flip Gordon for his ROH World title shot that he won in the first Jericho Cruise. Is that true? If that's true, that's fucking amazing.
I'm sure it is. I mean, it'd be rad. He knows what he's talking about.
True. It's very true.
That's fun. Fuck Flip Gordon.
Yeah, fuck him all the hell. Fuck him.
I'm surprised he even went on that cruise. He wasn't too afraid of falling off the edge. He's like, exactly where will we be on this cruise? Because I don't want to get too close to the edge.
Yeah, make sure we don't get close to the ice walls, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The ice wall or the edge where you fall off or whatever the fuck these crazy fucks believe.
Fucking lunatics.
Right. Anyway, this is a pretty good match. Moving on to number 1.
Number 1 takes place on Dynamite. Actually, was a little surprised to see it as the main event, but I understand why it was the main event according to the end. It was Pac taking on Orange Cassidy for the All-Atlantic Championship, and dude, who sells better than Pac? Does anybody sell better? Can anybody sell a DDT better than Pac?
Dude, I watched the show with my girlfriend. And I was pointing out like his selling to her.
Yeah,
same set of sells on there. It's like on the DDTs and shit is so great. Yeah.
And then too, there was also the Superman punch. I like how like when he takes that Superman punch, he basically just falls on his ass instead of just like flailing and all the dramatics. He just falls. I commend this man. I commend this man so much. He's so good. And for Orange Cassidy to win his first singles title, first title in AEW at all, is pretty cool. We'll see how he does with it. Of course, it's just the All-Atlantic Championship. It's not that prestigious, but he'll probably be traveling around with it. And probably a good person to have it, really.
It was a great, man. It was like a feel-good moment.
Yeah.
Finally, beat Pac. But their matches have been super fun. And I'll watch 1,000 of them. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Very fucking 100%. Good. And
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy is still just entertaining to me. I'm not over it, so
No, me neither.
A great move. Side note here, just a random thought I had. Like when they do the big win, like the confetti all goes off and shit.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a heel win. Like if Pac would have won and then demand that they fucking shoot the shit off like they would have if, you know what I'm saying? To kind of just put into their reason for their existence and shit like that.
That's pretty.
I don't know.
Yeah,
The
I
idea
agree.
that they're there but don't go off unless somebody wins, right?
Yeah.
So he gets into demands that they fucking shoot the confetti, and then he just drops to fucking two knees, like T-pose in the middle of the ring. Just, I think that would be a funny fucking thing to do with somebody. The heel champion.
It would be. It would be. It kind of kills it a little bit, like because like Orange Cassidy's like. Let's say now, like, I suppose you in that instant you wouldn't shoot the confetti off if Pac won, so you're only making the confetti for Cassidy, and because like my argument was like the confetti was orange.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, right. No, that makes sense, though.
But yeah, you wouldn't play.
I guess if you think about it, like if you try to, I don't know, but I mean, if you put logic into it, you would deduce that maybe that, yeah, it only goes off if he wins. If the heel champion retains, then there's no confetti.
Yeah, there's no need for confetti. There's no need to celebrate. Yeah.
That's why I think it'd be funny. Like, say he did win, if he fucking got on the mic and demanded that they shoot it off.
Yeah, and
you
then
know?
it's orange confetti coming down on Pac, and it's like, yes.
Yeah, right.
That would have been dope. That would be dope.
Yeah, there you go. You get my idea. But Orange Cassidy is champion. It's about time. Holy shit. We watched this guy like be over as fuck and just lose forever. So
Yeah, really. It's really a really good moment. They best friends finally get some kind of championship, and then I think Chris Statlander was there too by the end of it. But yeah.
really, and like little Danhausen spot. You gotta love it.
Yeah, with the fucking wig and the mask at the timekeeper's table, trying to stop him from using the hammer.
Yeah, very good shit. So there you have it.
That is
There's
the
top
top
three.
three.
Right. I gotta switch my shit back to live chat. Here we go. Anyway, other happenings this week in the pro wrestling world: the return of Bray Wyatt.
Yes. Goddamn yes. He debuted at Extreme Rules and then cut a promo that it's.
Oh shit!
I'm interested.
What was one point of discussion we forgot about that match? The post match of that Jericho thing
I don't know.
with Garcia and stuff.
Oh yeah, where Garcia came out and attacked Bryan. That's
Bro,
yeah.
I was like, dude, what is this some Vince Russo shit? Like, why would he then? I don't know. I just don't like it from a story perspective. I don't think it helps him any. I don't get it.
I'm indifferent to it. Like, although it would be nice to see Garcia in the Blackpool Combat Club. I don't feel like there's time to tell that story. You know what I mean? Like, you got Wheeler Yuta, you got Bryan Danielson, you got four guys there already, and are you going to add another guy to that now? I don't know. But yeah, I agree. I think he has more that he can learn from Jericho though in real life wrestling than Bryan right now.
It's like, why even bother with this story if it's not to get him off that? What's the?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like that part of it. I just I don't know what most people thought, but it didn't seem to make sense to me.
Yeah, going into it, I figured he was going to turn on Bryan at some point in time, just because they did.
Yeah.
There wasn't the telltale signs of something actually happening. You know what I mean? Like he didn't actually accept. Yada yada yada. I got below my nose.
Was this a title match? It was, wasn't it?
Which one?
Jericho.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Okay. So maybe he didn't want Danielson to win the belt. That'd be the only thing I could think, is that he will still be against them, but he'll also not be a part of the BCC either. He didn't want to face Danielson for the championship. He wanted to face Jericho for it. So he couldn't have Danielson win, maybe.
Could be. They cut a promo on Rampage where he basically just talks up Chris Jericho, just how he's not he's already a great wrestler or whatever. He's going to be the best sports entertainer with the help of Chris Jericho, and whatever. It's like, we'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens. I thought it was early to begin with to get him out of there, but I was all for it. I really liked seeing Bryan Danielson and Daniel Garcia together. the Daniels. Daniel squared.
Yeah. Brad mentioned in the chat too that Jericho proves that sports entertainers be pro wrestlers every time. That's kind of that's if like you want to make sense of it to yourself. That's kind of But I feel like you shouldn't have to do stuff like that. Like we have to kind of make our own stories up sometimes to justify. But that's not a big deal. I don't care at the end of the day. Anyway, Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
I'm so conflicted on this dude. I can't decide how I feel.
I'm in the same boat where the promo he cut on Friday I enjoyed. As a shoot promo. You know what I mean? Like I feel there was a lot of emotion there. The stuff that he was saying seemed to be on the up and up. But then at the same time, it's like, where is this going?
You built it. You built all this shit up, all this stuff, and then he comes out, and you're expecting, you know what I'm saying? But it's just him. Yeah. And it's like, okay, that's like, why do all this other stuff? That seems weird. The promo was awesome. I mean, I thought it was heartfelt. Yeah. I believe him, but so props to them for, I was like, I'm torn on that, it's like you build all this shit for only just him to come back and like, hi, which is weird. But props to them for allowing a guy to go out there and just do a real fucking promo that's not written down for them and express real feelings and real shit. Like, hey, you guys saved me because he was in the dark times and shit like that. That's awesome, But also then I go back on, okay, so he's just kind of this like whiny dude. I'm not saying that, what I'm saying? Like the whole promo was delivered there was no intensity anywhere, not even at the end.
No.
You think like I would have, I'm sure no one heard it, but if I'd have heard it ahead of time, I'd say, all that shit's great, but like, give me the fire at the end,
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, tremendous promo. And had Hangman not already cut one of the best promos of the year, I would have, these are both like promo of the year material.
Fantastic promos this week. And MJF's too, where he talked about being hating himself for what he has to do when he walks through the curtain. Like, 3 great promos this week.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no! And then at the end they have the dark kind of voice thing. Did that not sound like Jake Roberts kind of with like a lot of effects on his voice?
I imagine it's Bray Wyatt with a lot of effects on his voice. Because and I'll tell you this now, right? Because this is what I think is going on. You've got Bray Wyatt came out, but very much just as a rotunda himself. You know what I mean? Just talking about how he feels and how happy he is to have the love from the fans. Now, there's been this Wyatt 6, right? And people look at it as like the some group, right? But like, what if? Because like we've seen it throughout the whole build, where you've seen like different incarnations of Bray Wyatt's old characters, right? And what if it's like 6 different personalities of Bray Wyatt, and you've got the personality of the real Bray Wyatt, and then like you can get the other different personalities that might come. You know what I mean? I've also heard that what's his name? Dutch used to tag with
his grandfather, yeah.
No. It's a guy that used to work in the WWE a couple of years ago on developmental, but he got fired. He's a great big guy. Right? He posted something about like a concert with the band that plays a song or something with like a winky face or something. So like, who knows if he is going to be in there. But like, there's also like a rumor about this character that might be in the group called Uncle Harper, who's supposed to be like a homage to Luke Harper, Brody Lee.
Really?
Yeah. So like, I don't know. We'll see. Like, there's a lot of things coming from each side. So it's like, is it a group? Is it some weird personality disorder that he has? Who fucking knows, man?
Yeah.
And they
haven't fucked it up
backstage
yet.
On Raw Monday too. So
they haven't fucked it up yet, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah. B-Rad Brad, who's this Vincent guy? We're not talking about Vinny with balloons, are we? That's not what we're talking about, right? Vincent? Or are we talking about like Virgil or Curly Bill?
No, not that.
By the way, Curly Bill makes an appearance on the Federation this week, just so you know.
Oh man, that's great. That's great.
But yeah, no, I'm
from the kingdom.
Oh, that Vinny with the balloons. Yeah, okay.
I don't like that dude. I never thought anything of that dude wrestling.
Me neither. He looks like a character of a Rob Zombie movie.
He looks cool,
Yeah.
you know. So if they want to put him, if they're looking for cool looking tattooed dudes to put with him, I guess maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Him and Dutch. I think Dutch is a fucking mean looking dude. But yeah, I'm excited for what's coming with this Bray Wyatt stuff. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I don't watch their shit ever, and I went out of my way fucking to watch it on YouTube, and
yeah, me too.
And I was like, oh, good for it's fucking really good. And then at the end, they kind of, oh, something else is going to happen, and that's interesting. Chat, man, especially Evan and fucking B-Rad, tough on this dude's work.
Oh yeah.
I never thought. I just he was average. They make it sound like he was terrible.
I always looked at him as great character work. When you get into the ring, don't have your fucking hopes up for sure. The Fiend, I think, killed a lot of people's opinions on Bray Wyatt because the work the work in the matches was just so slow and trotted, and you knew it was going to happen, and nobody could hurt him because he was essentially a slasher slasher killer. I think that's probably a lot to do with it. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, but it's WWE. I see people saying that shit, WWE fans. Oh, he doesn't. You watch this shit, and there's no great matches over there. There's good matches on some of the pay-per-views and stuff, but there's no blow away fucking matches, or I would have come over and watched them. I don't know.
Yeah.
If we're gonna get Gargano and Rollins, a 20-minute match somewhere on a pay-per-view, yeah, that could be worthwhile to check out. But
yeah,
they still haven't had the two banger guys together, and the dudes that you have, I don't think AJ Styles is going to have some amazing match at this point,
Probably
Why
not.
Would you?
No, I mean, you would imagine that he would really be saving his body for something else right now. But yeah, no, you're right.
Overall, though, for a company that 6 months ago and forever couldn't do shit, just awful as it was, this is actually not terrible. So
no,
props to
and you know what, too, it couldn't happen at a better time for the WWE when it comes to the whole WWE AEW narrative. So you've got WWE getting really getting a lot hotter now than they were in the past, viewership wise and the like. All while in AEW, 4 of their top 5 guys aren't on TV.
Suspended?
Yeah. Right? So you got Punk, and Bucks, and Kenny gone. And this is just, it's easily giving WWE a huge advantage and really hurting AEW's projection, if that makes any sense.
Oh, it was a bad time, man. If that, CM Punk shit happened when Vince was still in control, it wouldn't have been as big of a deal. But WWE is trying, and, I still think the show is for fucking 14-year-olds and shit. But
yeah. No, you're not wrong.
every story they tell, do you get it?
Yeah,
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In captions below, just tells you exactly what the story is. Just so you
Yeah,
know.
no shit. Right. A lot of their fans would need that shit.
Yeah.
They also would need someone to read it for them. Moving on.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't blame people now. People are like, oh, I started watching it now. It's like, hey, more power to you.
Yeah.
You're
no,
not
I
as
agree.
crazy as the people who were watching it 6 months ago.
No, those were holding on to a thread. There's a reason to tune in now to see it. Not like a whole 3-hour Raw at all. Not even close, but.
Yeah. There you go.
We also had
that's
another. Sorry, I was just going to continue on the WWE train here.
Yeah.
We also had the debut again of the Good Brothers coming to save AJ Styles against Judgment Day.
Yeah. I like it. That's funny. Someone dug up the tweet where he's like, I know people will say, never say never, but I'm saying we will never go back there.
Yep. Never say never.
Yeah, says the never open weight champion.
Yeah. Which evidently they never did sign a New Japan contract. And New Japan was fully aware that they were heading back to the WWE. So apparently...
He has a match coming up, though, I think, to drop it.
Apparently they're booked all the way to January for New Japan. That's what the latest rumor is. So who knows? Like I can see Triple H being more forgiving in that way. You know what I mean? And not like Vince McMahon and being like, okay, you guys have commitments for New Japan for the next 4 months. That's fine. We only need you on a Monday anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, it was whatever. It was funny to see WWE fans treat it like it was this gigantic thing.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's not this gigantic thing. It's
like one of the greatest tag teams of all time came back over there or something, you know.
Yeah, no. But what this does though, it sets up a quasi Bullet Club story that they can tell, right? Because you got Finn Balor trying to recruit AJ Styles into the Judgment Day. And you know, it's Bullet Club leader versus Bullet Club leader. You know, there's somewhere you can go with it, especially with Triple H doing the booking. He might be more inclined to tell that story in a more full-fledged way, kind of deal, you know.
And Rhea Ripley can just suck off, I guess, or what?
No, Rhea Ripley can fuck on. Thank you very much.
I'm saying she's got no one to fight, you know, like those brawls. I guess the brawl started on there, and she kind of started attacking. Like she can attack them, but no, they can't attack her.
Very true, very true. They probably should get a female of sorts, but there is no female to get. What are you going to do? Get
women can attack
gals?
men, but men can't attack women because of equality.
Yeah, like what are we going to do? Get gals to bring his ex-wife in, Amber Neal or whatever the fuck her name was, Bullet Babe,
a hot Asian wife.
No, that's
she's not pregnant currently.
That's oh yeah, I meant to say fucking Doc Gallows. I probably said Carl Anderson. Yeah, you know, yeah, he can't cheat on her if she's on the road with him, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know they're gonna run out of people to bring back eventually. But like, also at the same point, like some of that's like, okay, this is cool, but they're also building Braun Strowman versus Omos, so like.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, some shit just don't change.
Yeah. God, that's gonna be fucking terrible.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
It is. That will be god awful. There's not gonna be anything good about that at all. Not even close.
Do you have anything else, WWE?
WWE wise, no, not really.
Little thing of Impact. Bobby Fish, we laughed last week when he showed up in that battle royal in his hometown and got booed, and then CM Punk chants. There's a clip I saw where he's cutting a promo on Impact this week. Silence, dude. And one guy's like, CM Punk. It's embarrassing, the silence.
Yeah, no. Bobby Fish is really nothing all by himself. You know, look at when he came into AEW, it was just him. And there wasn't anything of note, really. He had that match against CM Punk. That's about as much as it did. You know, like if anything, you know, like his most nominal moment all by himself is a match against CM Punk.
I think I tweeted it out this week. I was like, dig up El Gigante, make it a three-way player.
Jesus. Is he a pile of bones yet or what? Jesus Christ, man. That guy.
Big fucking pile of bones.
Big pile of bones. Because that's all he is. There's no muscle. It's just all bones. The most lengthy fucking tall guy you'd ever meet in your life. He looked like that, you know that one from House of a Thousand Corpses? The big tall fucking bitch wearing the mask?
Mm-hmm.
That tries to force the lady to eat cereal with rotten milk?
God damn it. But yeah, anyway. You have anything else? I guess AEW shit.
Well, yeah.
Renee Paquette.
What?
Renee debuted. Renee Paquette. Paquette.
Paquette?
I think. Paquette?
Yeah, no, it just the show starts off and she's doing interviews. It was pretty. I mean, she's much better than everybody else they've had doing interviews, like Alex Marvez and
Yeah, fuck that guy. Why is that guy
Lacey
still there?
Nair, who has like she just looks like there's no emotion. It's like there's so much Botox in her face that she can't express, and it's just eyes and lips that move, and that's it. But Renee here is so charismatic, and she's so good at just the interview position and just allowing the stars to shine and knowing when to really do her thing and how to do her thing. She's really good at it. Hopefully they don't put her.
I think Renee has like this general attractiveness to men.
Yeah.
To most men, maybe.
Yeah.
Like you just, it's one of those like, I don't know. Sometimes that you hang out with friends and they'll have some girlfriend, and you're like, wow, that chick is like, there's something about her,
Yeah.
Like, Renee's not that. Like she just has a personality that's fun, and there's something about her, man. You're just like, oh, yeah, I get it.
You're cutting in and out like nobody's business here right now, but everybody can understand what you're saying for sure.
I don't know if my computer or my net's being dumb. Is it still doing it?
No, you're cool. You're cool. It was only literally for like that 10 seconds, but it was
Cool.
But yeah, no, I agree with everything you said. There's something about her that is just attractive.
It's her personality.
Yeah.
Well, she's hot too, but I mean, like her personality, is just something about it. Yeah, so she's great for that. She's the best at that shit. So
Yeah. No, I agree.
I thought they said commentary. I feel like someone did when they announced it.
I hope not.
Like someone on the commentary said something like Renee, commentary. And I was like, what? She's gonna do comment? She's confirmed she's not.
Yeah.
But I feel like someone on commentary did say she was like signed to do commentary. Like, no, she's signed to do interviews, bro.
Yeah. She's signed to commentate the interviews, I guess.
Like she didn't like commentating, and she's not good at it. So,
Well, I mean, too, it takes a certain person to commentate with Vince yelling in your ear,
sure, Sue.
right? So,
Yeah, but in Toronto, obviously a great place, the best place to debut her. So
yep, that's true.
she's fine with that.
That whole episode of Dynamite I thought was fairly good. Even like little points like Billy Gunn and Swerve, I was like, dude, that is the match is not good. The match is, well, it's fine, but when you think about the fact that Billy Gunn is almost 60 years old, and you see what he looks like, and you see what he's doing in the ring, it's like, you know what, man? You got to grade this match on a fucking scale. This match is 5 stars.
Well, I mean, he's a fucking advertisement for fucking like HGH and T-Run.
Yeah.
Also, the little things on the show, like why is Tony Nese a thing on this show?
Yeah.
When they come out after that match, him and Sterling, it's like, dude, whatever. But Tony Nese, man, I don't get it.
I'm with you. Like the dude can be worse. Like at least when they're doing like the Scissor Me Daddy Niece, at least he has some little bit of like charisma to come out when he
was impressed with what he did actually, but still the fact remains.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Other than that, though, that's about it on Dynamite. The women's match was fine. It wasn't like spit in my face. You know what I mean? Like, it was fine.
You think of Sean Spears' return?
Yeah, that was something. That was something.
His hometown. I don't know. Was he out injured? What was the?
His mother died.
Oh, they said broadcasting. Okay. Oh, his mother died. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible.
Or Joe, as much as I don't like the putting two names together as a tag team, is very WWE, but those two together as a tag team is kind of fucking dope, dude.
It kind of works, doesn't it? Yeah. The name is stupid.
Yeah, it is.
The name screams 2010's WWE. Where it was like, and even new RK Bro or Jericho.
Jericho might be one of the worst.
Jericho is the worst one, I think. Yeah.
The fans came up with all those names too, didn't they?
Jericho is their
I'm
name.
pretty
in the
sure.
WWE game. I know that.
Like, I feel like the fans came up with that, and then like, oh yeah, we'll just call him that.
It's quite possible. Not always. You shouldn't always listen to the fans. That's proof in the pudding right there.
But they had Hangman's promo.
Oh, beauty of a promo. Like,
Fucking, yeah.
I don't know how he. You got to do something with him. You know what I mean? You have to. You've got to like find his niche and just send him to the goddamn moon.
I'm back, dude. I'm back on him.
Yeah.
We were like, after the CM Punk thing, I was like, this guy's done. That took a lot from him. He kind of lost whatever match, and like, but now I'm ready, dude. Like, let's put the belt back on him. Like, fuck this Moxley shit. Let's go. I'm ready for Hangman.
Yeah, dude, like he's such a sympathetic character. Because he's an everyman. You know what I mean? Like he's a teacher. All these things. It's just a nice human being, and when he goes and does these promos, it shines through, and you really want. He is a baby face through and through. I don't think there's a heel portion in his body right now.
Yeah.
Just a pure baby face, and that's something that's so hard to come by. Somebody that can do the baby face thing, get the crowd behind them under almost any circumstance. Just
I'm all in, dude. I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready for Hangman champion again.
and to actually this time book him like a champion. And not because like they AEW didn't help the fact of booking Hangman as a champion. They made it as hard as they possibly could, it seemed.
I'm way more interested in Hangman MJF than I am Mox and MJF.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too.
I don't know. They probably won't, and it'd be a big fucking move. But they're doing the show Tuesday head to head with NXT. Fuck it, change the belt, dude.
I mean, Mox wants to go on holidays, right?
I think they should. If I was booking it, I'd put it on Hangman Tuesday and prove that you have to watch fucking Dynamite, man. Not just, the champion retained. You know, we've changed the fucking title on the show. You should start watching this shit live, you motherfucker.
Yeah, like now, mind you,
the rating was below 1 million this week.
First time in since before All Out or something like that. No.
Could be.
They've had a great streak going on of above 1 million. Yeah, I mean, ideally, you wouldn't do that on a television show where you only built it for,
The next pay-per-view is how far away?
It's November.
Yeah, so you got plenty of time.
Yeah. Because
we'll build something.
I imagine that's where the MJF match takes place. He'll probably announce that he's going to cash in his chip at probably in a couple weeks, or maybe in 2 weeks after after the week after this match between Hangman and Moxley. But I'd be all for it, especially with the way that Hangman is firing now. So yeah, you're not wrong.
There you go. We're late to break. You got anything else before that?
We're late to break.
Man, we late to break.
We're late to break, motherfucker. The only thing I got left to add is Stu Grayson returned on Rampage.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not just we're in Canada, so Stu's here. I really hope to have Stu back. Great wrestler.
Yeah, that's true.
Him and I like the Dark Order Super Smash Bros.
Me too.
I'd like to see him get some kind of, especially now you got 2 fucking tag team titles. Jesus H Christ, man. By the way, also, I'm sick of ROH.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I love AEW, but man, everyone on the show has a fucking belt.
Yeah, and
Warjo comes out. They both got TV belts. And it's like, what the fuck? Everyone's got a goddamn belt. Garcia comes out. He's carrying a belt. Everyone's got a fucking belt.
So many fucking belts. Yeah, and the ROH stuff is just boring. It's just taking it away from stuff. So,
yeah. Well, there you go. All right, that's the first half of the show. We're going to take a 5-minute break here. We'll be back for the second for some news and who knows what else. What will the live folks be listening to?
A portion of next week's episode of the Federation, the final installment of Nash's Vision, where we talk about the October 14th, 1999 episode of Thunder, the one where Nash is drunk on commentary and shooting on everybody. So, yeah.
Fun. All right, we'll be back in 5. Hope to see you there.
Peace.
like a fine wine, like a Jennifer Aniston. She just gets better and better with age.
But when would she pass away?
2002 or 3.
Okay. So she got a few more years to do some drugs, eh?
Oh, she got fucking into some mad drugs, man.
Yep. Yeah, she did. But no, the first thing that I thought when Luger came out was like, I felt like I was watching. Have you ever watched Highlander?
No.
No?
His music?
The music just made me think that like I was just gonna watch some weird, stupid, cheap.
I was
action
expecting
movie.
like a voyage, like a maiden voyage, or
Gonna hop aboard a wooden
a
boat.
nice sword fight.
Yeah, should be accompanied by a vessel of some sort.
Maybe Matlock is investigating
Matlock.
something.
Maybe he is. But let's see here. Luger, out of the blue, he would challenge Michael Jordan to a one-on-one golf challenge. Just
As you
randomly.
would.
Yeah, as
you
one
would.
does.
I mean, like, if CM Punk can go in the business for himself, Lex Luger can as well.
Yeah,
I
guess
mean,
so.
he's just calling out Michael Jordan for being a coward. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, I took offense to that.
Pissed him off because he went to the White Sox before Lex Luger had a chance to.
And Luger doesn't like White Sox. Not a fan. Not a
I
fan.
mean, like, he takes one day off of pills and his socks go yellow.
Yeah. Toxins, right? Luger would then call out Baton Rouge, call him a trash fire of a city.
Oh, edgy, man.
I know,
Shitting
right?
on the hometown.
I know.
Or the town, I guess.
I know, it's novel. Crowd, though, they do go crazy.
Nash disgracefully calls Lex smug here. He's so smug.
He's so drunk. The crowd, though, they're booing like crazy. They even cut to the crowd, and there's a guy giving a torture rack to another guy. Now, that is a wrestling crowd. There's wrestling moves going on in the crowd. Luger keeps talking. Bagwell comes out, and he's wearing these coveralls with a lot of designs on them.
Airbrush.
Yes, and Nash would say that much airbrushing should be illegal, and he's goddamn right, dude. He is fucking right, because that is the most gaudy looking pair of pants I have ever seen, and this is wrestling. We see so much stupid shit in wrestling that it's not funny.
But would have 13-year-old Tyler liked it?
Oh, 100%. 100%. He would have wanted a pair
Would you
of
have
those.
bought that at Riffs?
Riffs. I mean, probably not. Because like I remember Uncle Clee giving me a pair of snowboarding pants. Not snowboarding pants, but like pants that were Riptide or Rip Curl or something like that.
Oh yes, like brand.
Yeah. They weren't snowboarding pants, but they were snowboarding pant brand, and they were just a pair of cargo pants, but they were like light blue, like baby blue. And I hated wearing them. Like, they're so comfy, but I did not like wearing them because of the color. I was like, somebody's going to make fun of me wearing this color. You know, because it's Newfoundland. If you weren't wearing fucking blue jeans, you're a fucking... the fuck, dude?
Now, what the fuck? Fuck, you're a queer little boy.
Yeah, you're fucking queer. Buff says that Luger forgets who his friends are and the fact that they should fight next week, blah, blah, blah. Rick Steiner would come out and distract Buff as Luger blindsides him. And who would come with Buff's aid? His best friend, of course. And who's his best friend?
The chairman.
The chairman, La Parka.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, I mean, if anyone has a bone to pick with Lex Luger, it's La Parka. He's deaf, right? He's the Grim Reaper. He's skeleton.
Jesus Christ. It's far reach there, bud. Really reaching for storyline points, and now, no, I guess so.
Well, yeah, he's coming to get him for the pills.
Dude,
All those pills, Grim Reaper's coming.
Yeah, there's the AAA mating call there, rattling a bag of fucking bottle of pills.
It's like a rattlesnake, man.
Yeah.
Just
And La Parka just comes running, dancing, just fucking doing his fucking
stroking.
shuffle. Yeah, doing his little shuffle. People don't know though. That's just because he's high on pills.
Actually, no. Nash does it better than I can. It's Lex Luger's horrified by skeletons.
He is. Yeah,
He's terrified of skeletons.
He's terrified
like,
of
see him run?
skeletons.
He's
See him run?
leaving.
Yeah. Terrified skeleton.
skeletons.
Yeah, it's either that or he's afraid that LaParker's going to take all of his pills, and the only reason why Liz is with him is so he's got pills. So, I guess that's it. Let's see here. That's it for that guy.
Now let's catch up to where Tyler left off at the beginning about Tori Wilson and Billy Kidman.
Yes,
It was Kurt Hennig that flirted with Tori.
that's right. It was Kurt
Hey,
Hennig.
would you like a real man?
Yeah, I sing in a country band because like the West Texas Rednecks. That's a thing at this point in time, correct?
And well, he's with Vincent.
Have they released their hit single yet?
No. But Vincent looks like Lil Nas X. Looking like he's about to go down that Old Town Road.
What's his name? It's not Vincent anymore. I can't remember.
I can't remember, man. I have no idea.
Let's see here. Let's see. I'm sure it's in his Wikipedia. It has to be, really. Soul Train Jones? No.
That sounds like Memphis.
Curly Bill? I'm looking at all his names.
not.
I'm looking at all of his names. Various gimmicks, WCW, 1999 to 2000. Let's see. During his time, Vincent's only WCW singles match on pay-per-view came at Uncensored when he was losing end of Harlem Street fight against NWO Black-White partner Stevie Ray. Jones was renamed Shane. A reference to WF owner Vince McMahon's son Shane McMahon. During this time, he teamed with Kurt Hennig and the Harris brothers. Yeah,
because that reference was
no, he was Curly Bill during the West Texas Rednecks.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love. Well, how would you expect him to be Shane McMahon? Like that's the worst reference for him.
Because Vincent was the reference. It was reference for Vince. Because Virgil was the reference for Dusty.
Oh my god!
Right?
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh no! Yeah, he was named
didn't-
Virgil as to take a shot at Dusty Rhodes, because his name is Virgil Runnels. Right? And
Fuck you, Dusty, for having a weird name.
right, and then so he goes to WCW, and they decide to do the exact opposite and do the take
Fair
on
enough.
Vince.
I like Curly Bill a lot.
I do too.
I think that name has a lot of character
Yeah.
and a lot of respect.
Yep, I agree. So yeah, Curly Bill, gotta love it. This would then lead us to Brian Knobbs and Hugh Morris taking on the Armstrong brothers. Again, let me say, who the fuck is Steve Armstrong? I remember Brad. I remember Scott. I remember Road Dogg. But I don't remember Steve
And
Armstrong.
Steve has easily the worst case of back knee out of all the Armstrong boys.
Yeah.
He definitely does.
Definitely. Let's see.
According to
here.
Kevin Nash, Hugh Morris flies to Japan to get Bull Nakano to do his hair every week as well.
Which is,
Did you know that?
Yes. And Mike Tenay almost has a fucking
He was
orgasm.
very happy with that reference.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, great reference, Nash. He is known as the Bullet, the Falcon, Lance Cassidy, Steve Armstrong, and Steve James.
Okay, he's done nothing. Good for him.
Pretty much, he would be in WCW in early 90s, WWF for a little less than a year, spent a bulk amount of time in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, but was hired for WCW in 1995 and would stay there till they closed.
Good for him.
Wow. This.
And we're back. All right.
All right.
All right. All right. Good break, guys. All right. You like podcasts? Sure, you fucking do. That's why you're here, babe. Did you know we have 4 podcasts every week? We do, including the Federation.
Yes. Nash.
Tail end. This is the end of Nash's vision.
Yes. This is his last night, even having any kind of dealings with the booking committee. We go into a little bit into the time frame after his first full-fledged show that we did a couple weeks ago. That was, I believe, I don't know, January 21st, January 19th or some bullshit like that, all the way to October 14th. So you can check that out on the SCL feed on Wednesday. And then we
go. Have you guys discussed what the next? Have you announced what the next thing is? Or what?
It is announced on the episode that comes out on Wednesday. We announce it, but there's no. It's not a secretive thing. So we're just going to take a look. Going to go like what we did with the CM Punk Jeff Hardy. Just say no deal. We're going to take a look at the rise of tag team wrestling in the WWF in 99, 2000. We're just going to take a look at the feud between the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian to just take a look and see, going from like starting at like the tit tournament, and through like, some TLCs, just talk about that feud. You know what I'm saying?
You should, that's cool. Here's an idea for you, covering some old tag team shit. Like, man, the golden age of WWF, like tag team shit, like the late 80s, early 90s, where a team would show up or whatever, and they would have to get hot by stringing wins together, and like they would become a logical fucking number one contender. Wow. That's just like, you go back and watch that, and it's like, if you only watch WWE, it just blow your mind to see,
Yeah, and like they had a.
It's like, oh, the Hart Foundation are getting a shot because they beat XYZ fucking over the last 2 months of TV.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's a logical story. You know what I mean? The issue with covering those stories is that it's so logical that you just become an informative podcast.
Yeah.
Right? But we're going to do this look at the I guess, I don't know what the name of it is. Tentatively, it's just like table, ladders, and chairs, blah blah blah. But after that, it's going to be more shit wrestling for sure. You know what I mean?
Go.
Because we veered away from shit wrestling for a long time, and it's funner.
Hell yeah, it is. Well, there you go. Every Wednesday, Federation on the Suplex City Limits podcast feed. New episode 1 week, old episode the next. Also, Fridays on the channel, Midnight Mass Creature Cast, Bobby Blades and Mark something. He just goes by Mark. Take a look at horror films. Their new episode, The Thing. The Thing.
John Carpenter, hey?
Yeah. Some people say that's the best horror movie of all time.
That's fair. I mean, like, horror is subjective. All depends on what creeps you out. But yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Big which I watched Creep again the other day. Fuck, that movie is like...
the found footage movie? Creep?
Yeah.
That is a good movie.
God, it's so good. The sense of dread the whole time.
Yeah.
That you're uncomfortable the entire time. It's so good.
Yeah, it is a good one. I even seen Creep 2. It's not as good as Creep, but it is still good. I watched one last night called The Ritual. It's about 4 people that go on a trip hiking in Sweden, and boy, does shit go south. Shit goes south. I really liked it. But yeah. Have you looked into any of the Shudder stuff?
Oh yeah, I watched VHS 4 on there.
Oh yeah, the VHS 94 or whatever the fuck it was. Is that one? Yeah.
Happy to see that dude, that Indonesian dude, had one on there. He fucking rules, man. From like 2, where they go to that like Indonesian cult building.
Yeah. I got
the same guy who did that one did that Indonesian doctor one on 4, which is like fucking that guy's shit. So good.
Yeah. I got.
And the new one, 99, comes out on the 20th. We're excited. We watched all 4 over the last like week and a half or whatever.
Does it come out on Shudder?
Yeah, Shudder on the 20th.
Fuck yeah. I sign up for Shudder every October, and I usually keep it for like a month after because there's enough there for me to watch again.
And I want to watch the Guar doc on there. There's a 2-hour Guar documentary that looks fucking awesome.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I usually too. Sometimes they'll get me to stick around because I really like the Joe Bob Briggs The drive-through or drive-in?
I think that guy, I mean, he better be making a fuckload of money from those people because so many people subscribe to that shit just to see that show.
4 times a
I've
year.
never watched it, but I have a buddy. He listens to this show too. Chris, what's up, Chris?
Yo,
He's
Chris.
super into that shit. They went and saw him like live recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes, all depends on the movie. Sometimes I'll watch like without the movie. Sometimes I'll watch with the movie. Well, yeah, no, it's great. So many great horror films on there.
Yep.
There's a new one coming out from what's his name, Dario Argento. They're always real creepy ones, but they're always in Italian, so it hurts me to watch it. But
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching horror movies like a motherfucker. We just watched 2006 Silent Hill. Which I hadn't seen since then, and at the time I was playing the games and I really liked the movie. And looking back, it's like the fucker's rough, but there's moments that make it worth the time.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
But god damn it, I was like, we're a half hour in. I'm like, is there a good fucking actor in this movie? You know. Eventually, there are like 2, but anyway.
it's been. I haven't watched it since it came out either, and I was humming and hawing because you mentioned it last week. I was like, maybe I will check it out. And
It was 2 hours long for no reason. It could be an hour and a half. They cut out bullshit. Anyway,
Speaking
a
of
flawed but fun movie.
Speaking of non-horror movies that I want to see, me and my brother were going to watch Clerks 3 last night, but we didn't. But I really do want to see Clerks 3. That came out, Friday or Thursday or something?
There you go. We're in the middle of the fucking plugs here still. Saturdays, Old Guy Metal Cast, myself and Bobby Blades hanging out, talking shit. New episode yesterday. We talked about some new music that came out, the Blink-182 reunion, all kinds of shit. Talk about our ailments. Fucking Bobby's talked about his knee problem. That's a little segment we have. It's like a 5-minute segment now where we talk about our fucking ailments.
What's hurting you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Could be called what's hurting you. Good shit.
By the way, I am one of the people that got royally screwed by having to pay way too much for Blink-182 tickets.
Had to pay way too much. Oh, for tickets? Yeah.
Yeah. For the ticket
Yeah, well, you gotta be there. You're gonna get to see Turnstile fucking go ape shit, so that's fun.
That's my main because I've seen Blink-182 3 times live. I was a big fan of them when I was a kid. I'm mainly going there to see Turnstile for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck it, and you know that band too. They're gonna rip it the fuck up.
Oh yeah,
like it's a workout when they get there. You know, especially for that singer because he looks like the love child of Bruce Lee and fucking Dennis Reynolds.
Holy fuck. He does too. Holy shit. I've never put 2 and 2 together.
He does 1,000%, yeah.
Jesus.
Right, well, there you go. 4 shows a week on the channel. Check it out. No paywalls over here, babe. We ain't charging you. I love these No, I know hate against the hustle, but they charge for extra podcasts or like you have to get on the Discord or whatever. You got to pay money to be able to talk to them. Just send me a message at Suplex City Limit if you want, buddy. No charge, man. That bumps on the house, like Kevin Nash said.
Jeez, that bumps on the house. Fucking with you, Nash.
Let's bust out the news. Get the fuck out of here. Let's take a look at all of the headlines and goings on in this week's news.
This week in the news, I'm ready to cough and there's not a lot to talk about. Over to you, Jim. Something happened in the news.
I'm Jim Vicious, and this is news to us. Well, there really isn't a lot this week.
No, very lackluster in the news portions here. We're only here because we got to be right now. But I guess the main story that you can say is fuck, man, I'm gonna butcher his name, and Kitamura. I can't remember. I'm not even gonna try to do his first name. But yeah, Japanese Brock Lesnar. Katsuya. Yes, Katsuya Kitamura. Passed away this week from unknown cause, better known as a New Japan Line Cup winner. Who had a scooter accident, demolished his leg, left the company. Yeah,
He had a lot of promise, didn't he? Goddamn, he had a lot of promise.
So much promise. Like, you could look at him and be like, yep, you'll beat Okada one of these days for sure. You know, you'll become New Japan champion. And he left. I think it was 2019 is when he left New Japan. And
I don't think he was ever the same after that accident.
No, he went to fight for, I think, Ryzen for one fight.
Yeah.
Lost and then we
But
never
he was
heard
one of
from
those
him.
guys too. He's like a Japanese guy, but he's got like the size that you never see from
Ever.
Like who else is like
Ever.
that fucking buff over there? Nobody, man.
Nobody. No, there isn't. And he was huge, humongous.
It's like a fucking if Vince ever wanted a fucking Japanese guy.
That's who you would call. Yeah, look at the traps on that motherfucker. You know, like Jesus Christ. But yeah,
That's
no,
unfortunate.
it is unfortunate. 36 years old.
Jeez.
Yeah, a lot older than I thought he was. Really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah, he looked like that. They're like, yeah, we'll fucking train you.
yeah, we'll train you up, man. You can do this. Especially New Japan, they can train anybody. I feel.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you have other bigger stories that you have pictures for, go ahead. I have a couple that you're not going to. So
Okay. Let's see here. Liv Morgan has been cast in an episode of Chucky, the TV show, that will air on October 26th.
saw that on like the site I use, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. They made a show of that. Season 2? Holy fuck! On season 2 of this?
I did not know that because I've never seen it, and I only found out about it a couple weeks ago. It makes me want to maybe check it, but it's on USA, so I don't think it's going to be that good.
I would assume not.
Yeah. So, I mean, and the movie that they had coming out, we're back on the horror movie talk again. The movie that came out a couple years ago with Aubrey Plaza, it wasn't that good.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, good for her, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, she says it was a lifelong dream to be in a Chucky movie. That's a dream for sure.
Yeah, the first one came out when I was a kid, so she was negative 10 or 15 when that movie came out.
Probably. She was more of a Bride of Chucky fan.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, you look at her, it was probably it. Yeah.
WWE is canceling day one.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, it was a flawed fucking thing to begin with.
it's really, because it wasn't on the first one, or was it always on the first?
There was only one, and it was on the first.
Oh, that's right. There was one, but it was like, yeah, I think it was a Saturday or Sunday. But what happens when this is a fucking Tuesday? Like,
or a Monday.
yeah, right.
Right? You gonna do a pay-per-view on Raw, or you know while you're doing Raw? Is Raw going to be the day one? But yeah,
I mean, that would be smart.
yeah, it would be, but then it negates the special. You know,
It's on a
pay-per-view.
Sunday this year.
Yeah, well, it was on a Sunday this year. It's not on a Sunday now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch that shit, so I don't care.
Yeah. Ooh.
It seemed weird wedging it in there because, like, dude, Royal Rumble's the first show. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's been it. Yeah, really.
Don't need another one 2 weeks ahead of time just for what?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I don't
All
know.
right. I would say you might as well just leave her up there. At least it's like something to look at.
I guess.
Liv Morgan's hot, son.
Oh, dude. Oh, don't get me wrong. I agree wholeheartedly. That's why I didn't feel bad putting her on the episode picture, because at least losers will click on it because they look at it and be like, "Oh, she's still yeah."
What else you got?
Let's see here. The brackets for the New Japan Television title came out, and they were talking about how this was supposed to be for the young guys. This is akin to what they I think the high speed title in Stardom, and that's where a lot of the matches are 15 minutes or less, so it's a breakneck pace. But when you look at the people in this tournament, you don't necessarily think breakneck pace. Like Great Okan, Toru Yano, Tomohiro Ishii, Goto, Taichi, Evil, Aaron Hanare, Yoshihashi, Zack Sabre Jr. even is not a breakneck pace. Yananoma Kanamura, right? Like, it's so. This makes no sense.
Is there a single guy in there who fits the bill?
Yes, Alex Zane. He's an American, but Alex Zane, I can see him doing a great breakneck pace. Yeah.
Another company that's got way too many fucking belts.
Well, they do have a lot of belts, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. How about Matt Stryker returning to the MLW broadcast team?
I mean, somebody's got to hire him, right?
Do they?
Yeah, probably not.
He'll be announcer starting October 30th at Fightland in Philadelphia. The show will be taped for future episodes. Remember this year where we heard about the what is it called?
Battle Riot?
Battle Riot. And we'd watched the previous ones and we heard about it. It was taped. We were like, oh, it happened. Okay, cool. I can't wait to see it. And we waited and it never seemingly came out.
Like, I'm sure it came out.
Dude, we waited for months, dude. 4 months, 5 months, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see here. MLW Battle Riot 2022.
Like Battle Riot 3, I think is what it would be.
Let's see here. I'm on the Wikipedia page. I don't know. I'm looking now to see if it shows when it aired, but it was June 23rd is when it happened. But like,
I'm on
I don't know.
I'm on YouTube and I don't see that it ever came out.
No, I don't think it ever came out either.
6/25, so it was in June is when it happened.
Yeah, it happened in June.
Yeah, and it never came to. Never did, because I can see here, Battle Riot 3 was a year ago, and we watched it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite shit from them. So, like, if you're not even going to put that on there, like, fuck, dude, what am I watching?
Right? Like, it makes no sense. Like, I don't know. I think MLW is flawed. Every time I've went to watch MLW, I've left with a sour taste in my mouth. I don't know. To me, they've got a lot of cool concepts like the Von Erich kids. I know for MLW Fightland, they're hyping up Dynamite's kid and Davey Boy as the new British Bulldogs or some bullshit. So like, Dynamite's kid.
Who's that? What are you talking? I'm lost.
They're hyping up their new tag team, the new British Bulldogs or something like that, which is Davey Boy Jr.
And who?
And I believe Dynamite's kid.
Is that legit?
I don't know. Actually, I don't. I only seen a photo.
Brad says in the chat, they had a TV taping last week and no one who went posted any spoilers.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, so if it's not on YouTube, what are you even doing? I remember it was on like some dumb thing or whatever. And it's like, your best bet is to YouTube. But I mean, who's watching that far down? Who's like, that's like real deep cuts.
Really though, yeah. Okay, I'm going to search now, see if I can find MLW's Twitter. Because that's where I've seen it on. Let's find out who the fuck this motherfucker is. Let's see. I don't know. I'm going to ramble on about bullshit that doesn't matter until I get down here in this page.
I didn't know Dynamite's kid wrestled, so.
It might not be Dynamite's kid. I know his name was Bill. Oh, here we go. Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Billing. Oh, there's a tag team called the Billington Bulldogs.
He's in that or no?
Well, there's two guys in the Billington Bulldogs. I'm going to save this. I'm going to get this photo.
Oh, not fucking Davey Boy Smith Jr.
No, he's teaming up with the Billington Bulldogs. I'm going to put the photo up here now into the news here so people can actually see it. And you can possibly see it there in delayed few seconds. But, oh, God, come on. Get out of here. There we go.
There's a lot of time and stuff spent here on something that none of us are going to watch.
No, that's very true. But now I got to find out who the Billington Bulldogs is.
Matt Stryker or not, like I don't really.
It's all started with Matt Stryker.
Yeah, I'm marking out.
I'm marking out, man.
Never forget, I'm marking out, dude.
Oh, Mark Billington and Thomas Billington. By all means, I'm pretty sure they're Dynamite's kids.
Oh, what the fuck, Billington Bulldogs, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So
What was that? His last name?
Yeah. His last name was Billington.
Son of a bitch. That's
so
pretty
yeah.
cool.
It is. That is pretty cool. I must say, or at least one of them might be his kid. I don't fucking know. Either way, either fucking way, bro. And you like too, like going on with more of how like this week is a slow week. We were supposed to get October 18th the 9 Lives of Vince McMahon on Vice. That has been delayed. Vince is probably suing him or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
There you go. I didn't watch Tales from Territories because I'm good. I know all about fucking
okay.
that
So let me. Last week I was really harsh on Tales from the Territories.
Yeah.
I've deduced that was because I watched it the first day I was sick.
Yeah.
Because me and my brother watched it. What was it? The following Sunday. He was like, "Have you seen it?" I was like, "You know what? I'm going to say I haven't seen it because everybody's saying it was good, and I said I hated it." So I was like, "Nope." So we turned it on, and I was like, "Man, this was actually really good. This was really good."
This week was, just I don't need to know. I know everything about that story. I'm good, but
That was still a great episode. I will say, me and Travis watched it on Friday instead of Rampage.
Yeah.
And it was really good. Really fucking good.
do you guys watch Rampage every Friday when you're hanging out?
Yeah.
But not this Friday because Matt Taven was on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I love it, dude. Proof of his fucking go away. They made that guy Ring of Honor champion. Holy fuck.
I know. And like at MSG too, the biggest show Ring of Honor ever put on.
Jesus.
Woof.
Bad news. Bad news.
Yeah.
And Impact is just goddamn hilarious. Bobby Fish and Bully Ray and Jesus.
It's not a good look for anybody, really.
No.
Not a good look at all.
But yeah, I got nothing else.
No, it's pretty, well, like, there's like a couple like tidbits of AEW news I can give you. I don't think AEW is allowing wrestlers to work for GCW anymore. I know that going forward, Jon Moxley's only appearances on indie wrestling events will be unadvertised ones. So yeah, it seems like they're kind of going away from having their big stars working high profile indie shows.
GCW was working with AAA. Brad put in the chat earlier.
Okay.
And there was some angle on Triple Mania and GCW Invasion or something. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, which we're just going to pretend Triple Mania didn't happen, and we're going to watch it for next week.
Yeah, we couldn't get it anywhere for this week, so we're gonna watch it until we'll be part of next week, and I'm sure we'll be back, hailing Phoenix. So.
Oh, of course. But yeah, other than that, there's word that Warner Brothers is looking for more shoulder programming from AEW, not wrestling, but I guess reality-based shows, and yeah, I mean, like, the biggest news of the week really was not a news story, in my opinion. It was like Ariel Helwani saying that Tony Khan is the hardest interview he's ever done in his life.
Because I thought it was really looked bad on Helwani, if anything.
It
like, yeah, I get your issues with Khan, but like some things he doesn't have to answer something just because you asked it. Bro.
Yeah, and honestly, when you look at Ariel Helwani, like, great interviewer, great at what he does, very, very, very big in the combat sports world.
I should stick to fucking MMA.
Well, and see, you look at it when he was doing the UFC stuff and everything, when he would have interviews with Conor McGregor, he stayed away from all the hard-hitting topics for him. You know what I mean? So, like, you can't, like, cater to one person and not cater, it just looks bad. Just very hypocritical.
Also, I mean, on his defense, also, when you ask a question, Tony Khan will go from that. He'll take it somewhere completely different, and then he'll ramble.
Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes that's the easiest interview. You know what I mean?
It depends what you want a good one.
Yeah, I guess.
If I ask you about A and you say, "Oh yeah, A," and then you go right to B and tell me about B for fucking 4 minutes,
Yeah, yeah,
it doesn't really help anything.
yeah.
So I can see both sides of that.
And B-Rad Brad said in there too. Yeah, the comment that he made that if people say that AEW is a better product than WWE, they're lying. It's like that's all subject of opinion. Because, like, there's no way I would go out of my way to watch WWE. But
yeah, and he says that, and he's like, I would have said AEW was better, whatever, how many months ago. WWE's not better than AEW. Is it really? I mean, I know lots of people think so. I don't know how.
WWE is hotter than AEW right now.
Oh, sure.
I'll give them that.
Better.
It's not better.
It's not better.
No, definitely not. It's not better.
I mean, and I get that it's just like, you can't say, well, you're wrong if you like, I like strawberry, you like chocolate, you're wrong. But I don't know. This is more. I just, to me, like, I guess, like, I don't know what your tastes are, I guess, if that you like that more.
Yeah. It just is. It's a.
I disagree with that. I think AEW is much better than WWE and has been the entire time it's been around.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even in an era now where it's like, not the best, it's still better than WWE by a long shot.
Yeah, no, I agree. B. Rabat also says in the chat here, "Thank you for all your notes, good sir."
Yeah, no shit, right?
He has Triple
the
H.
third man on this show,
Dude, you should be the fact checker for SCL. You really should.
Like a young Jamie producer style.
Yeah, definitely. We can just call him young Braddy. He has Triple H and throws softballs, never asked about Vince, but with Tony, he wants to know everything about the suspensions, which he knows Tony can't talk about. Which is so true. This is all lawyer-based. You think he can just go out and talk about all this? No, of course he can't. And then you're going to get upset when he doesn't? Come on. Why you got him on the show? You know he's not going to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, you can ask him, but if he declines to talk about it, then move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Are you a good interviewer or not?
Yeah. Can you pivot?
You
Because if you can't, then what do you do?
If I have a guest on a show and you ask them something and they're like, I don't really want to talk about that, but you keep on it, you're a fucking terrible interviewer.
Yeah. Yeah, very
I
true.
don't understand, man.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
Yeah. Stick to MMA, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's
Stick
all
to
I
something
have.
you know about.
That's all I have.
All right, that's it.
Ooh, jeez. Coughing.
That's not a fucking nasty.
That's my coughs right now, man. It's lovely.
Well, I'm gonna hobble over to my recliner and try to recoup my back again, like I do every day. I wake up and I can barely walk, and then I have to try to fucking rehab it throughout the day with fucking prescription drugs and other things, and then it gets pretty good right before I go to bed, so that I can wake up and it's shit again. So pretty cool.
Pretty cool. How you feeling now? Did they kick in?
No, I took a benzo before we started and didn't do shit.
Rolling in the benzo.
Yeah, so that's not gonna work.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Well,
Maybe OxyContins will work later.
oh, buddy. So coming up next week and subsequent weeks of SCL, Jim's dive into OxyContin addiction will be highlighted here.
Jim Vicious, podcast host, bass player, new pill dabbler.
OxyContin connoisseur.
There's all kinds of pills. So if you have a pill that says that you say makes my back better, I'll take it.
You know what you need? You need some
a new back.
Well, I mean, a bacchiotomy. But
Yeah.
you need some happy houses.
What's that?
I can't remember the name of them. I just remember happy house pill. They're just shaped like houses, and they make you really happy. Cyclobenzaprine.
Oh yeah, that's what I got.
Oh, that is what you have? Happy houses? Okay.
All right, right before we started, I took a 10 milligram one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It's a-
Okay.
I don't know if I can take. I mean, that seems like a pretty low dose, so maybe I just need to take more.
Maybe.
Because I feel exactly the same. My back still hurts. I don't feel intoxicated. I don't feel anything.
I
feel weed.
I'm looking here now, and it's saying like a 10 milligram cyclobenzaprine is likely to make you really tired and everything a few hours after you take it. So maybe it's not going to kick in for another hour or so. How long does it take Oh no, you said you should have effects of cyclobenzaprine in 30 minutes.
Yeah, nah, dude.
And you
My
should
back
definitely
is
feel
not
effects
having it.
within an hour.
The chair I'm sitting in to do the show doesn't help my situation either. So.
No, that's fair. My chair is not good for back posture either. It's just a computer chair.
Doctor says I need a backiotomy.
Backiotomy. I don't even think I still have that in here. I don't.
Was that ever in there?
No, but there was the Samson part, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think I might have had it in there one time when you had a bad back.
Fucking soundboard, R.I.P. I got to figure that out on my end. Bring it back.
Maybe. Yes.
But yeah, all right.
All right.
But there you go. Well, thank you very much for listening, tuning in. Fuck everybody who shows up live, even if you just pop through. You are the real fucking G's.
Yeah, boy.
If you never joined us before, Sunday, noon Eastern, YouTube, hang out in the chat. Saw fucking Burbs was in there earlier.
Burbs
It's your
was
boy
here for a bit.
Burbs.
Babs.
Good shit. Yeah. You have anything else before we depart? I'm gonna go watch the Browns hopefully beat the Patriots.
I'm gonna go probably play some more Cyberpunk. I didn't.
Oh, you started playing that now?
Yeah, I never mentioned that, did I? No. So I was like, I got nothing to play. I'm bored. Everything I go to play, I didn't like. So I was like, I read, Cyberpunk is now actually a very well working, very fun game to play. All the DLC is included in the game as a make good. I was like, is it on sale anywhere? So I look on Xbox. I was like, nope, full price. I looked on PlayStation. And it's like, hey, with your PlayStation Plus, you get it for $49 or something. I was like, okay. Versus the $80. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it, and I transferred my save file from when I originally bought it and got my money back. And I had 3 hours into it. And I'm now at my 25th hour in a week that I've had it.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, the story is very fun. There's a lot of things you can do. So, yeah, it's not bad. It definitely is so much better than it was when it came out.
Which anime on Netflix are you asking about there, Bella?
Oh, there's a cyberpunk anime on Netflix. LPH, I don't like anime. But I don't judge people that do because I'm a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And what's the point?
The only anime I ever watched, like way back in the day, I watched some Initial D.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it was cars and shit,
I've seen a little bit of like the original run of Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen like little movies here and there. I remember a buddy of mine tried to get me to watch one, My Dog Torto or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, I've dabbled in it, mainly if somebody else wants to watch it.
Well, there you have it. All right. We're out. We thank you. We'll see you next week. Until then, as always, may you get all the dick and a pussy you desire. Remember, a winner is you, and be excellent to each other.
Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. Suplex City